Executive Director of this Nancy Campbell Collegiate Institute. So let's start with the next presentation.
This is our first time we've met, and we're really happy to be here. It's a beautifully organized conference, and everyone is so wonderful to meet. It's a pleasure to have this opportunity to present the Nancy Campbell Collegiate Institute. We're a private international boarding school that has both residence and homestay. And essentially, we hope that this will allow you to look at our agenda, which is school's location, vision. Okay, there we go. It's running by itself. Okay, great. School's location, the vision of our school, our twin pillars, how we're different from other schools, and opportunities for learning for our graduates. I'd just like to say that right now it seems like education is facing a crisis, and the crisis really is the capacity of education to integrate moral and ethical development along with sound and excellent academic education. The school was founded in the name of Nancy Campbell, which was an international artist who also did a lot of work in the United Nations. So our school is based on a concept of world citizenship, and the values and ethics that we're attempting to impart with our students have to do with a moral framework of international ethics based on the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, as well as, we're going all over the place here. Are we there? Okay. So Nancy Campbell Collegiate Institute is dedicated to inspiring academic excellence within a clear moral framework of world citizenship. So all of our courses and lessons integrate a world citizenship framework. We really work hard to develop a strong sense of community, an international community. Our students come from more than 25 countries. At present, about 40% are Canadian. And we have students, of course, that are 2 years old and go to grade 12. The boarding students start at grade 7, which would be approximately 12 years old. And they're either in homestay or in residence. At present, we have about almost 300 students. Again, our capacity will be about 400 in total. We don't plan to have too large of a school. Can you do that for the pillars, or what's happening here? Okay, so the computer's taking over the presentation. Nancy Campbell offers a sound academic program of excellence that has to do with the arts and sciences, of course, all of mathematics, and is inspected by the Ontario government, which is essentially offers an advanced program. In Canada, there are advanced and applied subjects. The advanced ones are especially focused on scholarly education at the university level. In a study of the Fraser Institute is a private organization that rates schools in Ontario in over 850 high schools. 16 schools got a 10 out of 10 rating, and our school was one of those. We have all of the arts and all of the sciences, of course, a balanced curriculum. The maximum class size is 20. The view of the classroom. We're located in London, Ontario, which is about 2 hours from Toronto. It's a very safe and clean city with a population of 600,000, including the surrounding areas. We have adopted a moral framework that has 19 moral leadership capabilities, and we'll pass out one of our brochures so that you can see what those are. Essentially, they deal with unifying principles that support the oneness of humanity as a method. Do we know way to stop this program? It just does. I think we're confusing it. You'll see the moral leadership capabilities in the brochure that we're passing out. If you want to have a look at it, maybe you can pass those brochures out. If you want to have a look at those, you're welcome to take them with you. For the elementary school, we deal with virtues projects, which helps them to develop the qualities and characteristics in their character. that prepare them for the high school years. We really work hard to have a service component in our capacity. We're located in 3 historic buildings in London, Ontario, right downtown, and at the front of the building, we're in the downtown core of London, and at the back of the building, we're on a river and a park. In fact, it's quite a beautiful scenery of many acres along the riverside. So we have, in a way, the best of both worlds, both a rural setting and a downtown location. It's an accredited Canadian International Private Day Boarding School. We have advanced placement courses which are accepted by most universities. That's really, that allows them to get credit so that they would have 1 year off of the university if they did 7 of them. But generally speaking, they would have to, they'd have to stay at school longer. Over 90% of the colleges and universities in North America accept advanced placement courses, which are equivalent, as I said, to the first year of university. And of course, because we're an international school with students from more than 25 countries, they have an opportunity to meet students from every different background. Next one. We can manage them entering into the program. Essentially, they would take an intensive English course and would be integrated into sciences and maths as soon as they were able to handle that if their English was not up to level. As soon as they arrive, of course, they're tested to find out whether or not they can manage in the regular courses, but there's also ongoing support for English second language. Of course, there's computerized. We have computers. We're a site for TOEFL exams. There's some universities like Simon Fraser University, other renowned universities that accept our students without having English testing once they graduate from our school. The residences are located maybe about 500 meters away from the school. There's 4 major houses, and there's also homestay programs. There's dorm parents are on duty on a 24-hour basis. That's an example of a dorm room. Every year in community activities. In grade 11, they go to a different country to do service as part of their world citizenship curriculum. And we have 3 courses that students must take while they're at the high school. One is world issues, one is world religions, and one is well-being, so that they're aware of the international viewpoints. A lot of work is done to make sure that the community is an integrated community, and we have very positive attitudes. The students are consulted on a regular basis as to the improvements that they'd like to see take place at the school, and these consultations are taken seriously by the staff. Yes?
What kind of accommodation do you offer?
We have both homestay and residential and residence. The residence is about 3 or 4 blocks from the campus itself. There's 4 houses, they border a park, and there's transportation that takes them from there to the residence. But often they just walk because it's kind of like what we've just done here. It's not very far, but certainly in the winter, they don't mind taking the bus that picks them up.